Hey, good morning. It's Chuck English, Spring Piston Rifle Fever and Bible and Strength. Out here with a variety of guns today. But this one right here, my HW95 Luxus 22 caliber, is the king as far as accuracy and fun. Easy to cock, super great trigger, super accurate. Shooting some H&N field target trophies, but I was shooting Crossman Premier hollow points at 30 yards. Did a 10-shot group, probably about an inch or so. Maybe a little less than that. The majority of the group was less than that. I have my Walther Terrus here, which I'm going to take this center point scope off and see if that's my problem. I'm just getting inconsistent shots. Let me take a shot here, and I want to talk about the Gamo Fusion Mach 1. This would help. It's definitely not where I was expecting it. Aiming a little lower than what I was before. But I had the Hammers 4012 by 40 AO scope on the Gamo Whisper Fusion Maxim, and I would get a nice tight group, and then all of a sudden everything would shift. It'd shift this way, shift that way. So it's really close to destroying the scope, I think. So my plan is to take that Hammer scope off of there and put it on the Walther Terrus and see how that does. Also, I'd like to try some heavier JSB 10.3 or Air Arms 10.3 through this Walther Terrus. It seems to really like shooting the Crossman Premier Ultra Magnum Dome, the 10.5 grain pellets. Really seems to like those. I'm sure somebody will say, oh, that's a drop in the bucket, the distance I'm shooting. Well, the wind was picking up, so I moved everything back. These are not high-powered rifles. These are fun Plinkster hunters. Same hole. I just love the way this rifle sounds when I cock it. It clicks into place. You know, a lot of people think, well, I will not spend that much money for one of these. And I understand you, especially the price at what everything's going at right now. Everything is getting very ridiculous. But if you buy yourself a bunch of Gamos, a bunch of Crossmen, Walther Terrus, if you can find one of those, by the time you spend all your money on that, you could have bought something that is precision built, extremely accurate, designed to last. I don't care if your Gamo shoots a dime-sized group. I want to see a Gamo that will last 20, 30 years, that's shot repeatedly all the time. These Y-Rocks or Y-Rows are known for that. I definitely like my Gamos. Don't get me wrong, I like them. In fact, I switched over to a regular Gamo scope for the Gamo Whisper Fusion Mach 1 because, like I said, the Hammer scope just wasn't making it. It was starting to shift. And I know exactly what happens after that. Eventually, it will not hold a pattern anywhere. Hopefully it hasn't gone that far yet. And I'm questioning this center point scope here too. Yeah, also I want to say that a lot of new people are into the most powerful break barrel they can get. That's why they all go for the Gamo Magnum. Gamo Magnum Gen 3. You know what? Once you have been shooting for a while and you shoot something like this that's more tame, easy to shoot, very accurate. If I shoot a squirrel in the head with this, it's going to smash his head. The pellet's going to go straight into the brain. It might go out the other side, and he's going to be a dead, stinking squirrel. And this one, you know, I don't even have to really do any special hold to it. The less that I do of me with this HW95 Luxus, the more accurate it becomes, it seems. All I'm focusing on is the trigger. That's it. I make sure the natural point of aim is right, barely hold the grip, try not even have my cheek touch the buttstock here. And when you get the right pellet for this rifle, the pellets are going to go where you want it to. I'll show you what I mean. If I plan to hunt with this, I probably need to go a few clicks to the right. But that's a pretty tight group. I think I shot 7 times or so. It's like going right through the same hole, effortlessly. Right there. So here's what I was doing, the Crosman Premier hollow points. Most of the group was going right here, one down here. And then I started shooting the H&N Field Target trophies, and they all started going right through there, right in that spot at 30 yards. This is what I was doing with the Gamo Whisper Fusion Mach 1. My shots were hitting high, so I adjusted down and I started putting it right in here. So that will be great for hunting out to 30 yards easily. The Walther Terrus actually wasn't too bad. I was using Air Arms 8.4 grain pellets, and the majority of the group was right there, one up here. I had a few stringers down here, but I'm wondering whether that scope is giving me some problems. You know, it's a low budget scope anyhow. Definitely wish I would have saved that $80 that I blew at Walmart on that stupid thing and spent it on something decent. It's another thing with scopes. Stick with good name brand ones that have a good reputation. The Hawk Air Max line, they're kind of expensive for sure. But if you just got a few rifles or one in particular, and it's a kicker, definitely a Hawk Air Max is good. I actually have a Leapers on here. A Leapers 3-9x40 AO, true hunter scope. That is a great scope. I've had that on my Walther Terrus. I've had that on the HW80. Now I put it on this HW95. The Air Max is on my HW80. So there's my setup. I'm fishing down at the river. I have about a limit of channel cats, so all is well in the fishing land and the air rifle land. If you like the video, definitely give me a like. Give me a subscribe. I'd highly appreciate that also. And God bless you. You all have a great weekend.